I don't know, you tell me.
Don't look at me then. No, it's that you got a little green in your teeth.
Where is it?
There's some there. It's like baboons, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Hello and welcome to Leanne's Weekly Weigh-In. I am Leanne and this is...
The other half again?
The other half. You wanted him back and he's back, Mr. Rivett. Although it is International Women's Day today, and so being gender fluid, you are going to be...
As I always am, Paul and Paula.
Paul and Paula, because we are inclusive on this channel, and we are my husband is gender fluid. Although I still refer you. Sometimes you get a bit narky with me. As my husband.
Sometimes it's he, sometimes it's she. But the older I get, I prefer she.
I know, but you're still my husband.
I know.
Don't you forget it. It's all controversial, isn't it? Anyway, welcome to Leanne's Weekly Weigh-In. I am Leanne, and this week on those Slimming World scales, I lost
3.5 pounds.
I know, you've only just found out, haven't you?
Because I'm reading it there, but you told me before. But yeah, no, that's really good actually. 3.5 pounds.
Yeah, no, it's been 2 weeks since we've done the weigh-in, and a lot's happened, hasn't it? So the first week, 2 weeks ago, I put on half a pound. Do you remember? It was at the...
Yeah, that really got you down.
It did. We're going to talk about mental health a bit later and about weight and even putting on half a pound. But there was a reason for that. Just remember, because you came to group, didn't you, that day? Because it was the free food festival, and we would do, and I batch cooked, didn't I? Chicken and corn.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was just thinking.
I did a kilo of chicken and sweet corn casserole, which is...
Oh, and I carried it in the slow cooker.
You did, yes.
Which is why I had to drive.
What's squeaking?
That's my chair. Sorry, yeah, for the squeak.
It's
the back of my chair. It's not me. Not this time.
We get that in this house. Does anybody else get that on Slimming World?
What, squeaking?
No, gas.
Everybody gets gas, dear. Come on.
Especially on Slimming World.
This is our second take. You should have heard the gas before. Gosh. Must be the stir fry.
Anyway, it was the stir fry. So we all blame the stir fry. But 2 weeks ago we had the free food festival, and I made that big lot of chicken, and I did it in my lunch hour. But then what happened was I actually had my lunch at 4 o'clock, so I'd actually eaten literally an hour, well, more or less an hour or half an hour before I actually got on those scales, which it made me put on a pound, which it really did. I got really upset by it.
Because normally you eat like really early in the day,
yeah,
and you eat very little because it's weigh-in day.
Well, no, I don't eat little. You say that, I don't.
You don't normally have breakfast on that Monday. I don't normally split you.
Always. Okay. I always do. I always still stay the same because I think it's really important that you do that. I don't usually eat if it's weigh-in day. I eat right up until 12 o'clock, and then I don't eat any more, and I don't drink anything after 3:30. So to allow myself to have like a proper
like you say, you ate late that day.
I did eat late, and then I don't know. It really did. It really got me down actually, because then it was all like a question. Do you know where you went wrong? And I was like, yeah. I need a dump, is what I said. Do you remember?
Yeah, you did. You said it in front of the whole class.
Because I just thought, I just didn't know what to say, and I just was so I got really upset by the fact she was questioning me.
I need a dump, dear.
It did.
It got some laughs.
It got some laughs, didn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so that was that. But then what happened was I got really ill, didn't I? And I felt very, very sick that weekend, and I actually slept for most of the weekend. And I think I did the youth group that day, and I came back and I got a little bit tired after doing the youth group that one.
That always drains you.
It does a little bit, but that's the life of teenagers, isn't it? Those that have got teenagers know that they can be a bit draining sometimes. So I got home, but I had a bit of a head cold. and so we didn't do the weigh-in that week. And I was going to go back to weigh in the next day, which is the Monday, and I went to work. Do you remember?
Yeah, because I was... No, you were at home.
No, I went to work and I got on the train.
I thought you were at home Monday and it happened on the Tuesday.
No.
No, sorry, I'm talking rubbish. Forget it. Sorry.
It happened on the Monday. I went to work and I was standing in the commute. I was standing up on the train. I was going from Deptford to London Bridge. I remember going past Deptford Station. I thought I was having a bit of a migraine. And then what happened was I suddenly couldn't see. And I could see people talking to me, but I couldn't speak back to them. And then the next thing I remember, I was in the recovery position on the floor of the train. And I just remember looking up and seeing all these people, and I really freaked me out, and I started fitting and couldn't breathe properly.
Panic.
And apparently I was out for 20 minutes, and I was at Blackfriars Station, and it was all drama Monday morning on the commute.
Drama. It's the main word in our house.
And they called you, didn't they? They used my phone.
Yeah, I was at work all the way in Chiz in Kent, and and it was a lady, a member of the public, and this really nice lady, and she basically said, "Oh, is that Paul? Blah blah blah. Your wife's passed out on the train," and I was like, "Oh God, what's happened? Shit!" And
Ooh, blooper.
and then so obviously I had to get from. They obviously took you into a little room at Blackfriars Station. The paramedics checked you over all your vitals and everything, and then the guy that was working with me on the Monday, he dropped me at the station, and I managed to get a train straight to Blackfriars. It took a while actually, but I got all the way up there, and then there you were in this little room with these two paramedics.
I was. So that happened to me. Now what was quite interesting was the first thing they said to me was, one, was I pregnant? And I said no. They said, second was, have I been to China recently? No. We're not allowed to talk about that on YouTube.
Did they ask you that?
Yeah, they asked me that.
Okay.
But we're not allowed to talk about that on YouTube because you get demonetised. Not that we get monetised anyway, because we haven't got that many subscribers. But they asked you that. They asked me that. The third thing was, have I eaten? And I was like, have I eaten? Yes, I have eaten. I have eaten 30 grams of bran flakes with some hot water and a banana and an apple and a satsuma and a pear. And then, oh, that's very thorough. Are you on a diet? And I was like, oh yes, I do swimming world. And I went, oh, that's it. And I was like, no, I've been doing it since September. And we talked about weight loss. One of the guys was actually doing keto, so we talked about that. And by the time you came, I really got to know them all, didn't I?
She'd got the ins and outs of their life stories. And then I just came in, and it's just like I was just a spare part.
But I have to say, even though I was doing that, I was when I first came round, I was really weak, and I felt I couldn't even get up. And they put me in a wheelchair, and they were very good. The people that were there for me were brilliant. And I have to say, the commuters and the members of the public, and there's a lady called Veronica who was absolutely lovely. She was the lady that phoned you.
I didn't tell you this actually, even though we're filming now. Another lady texted me the next day called Katrina.
Oh.
And she basically said, you don't know me, blah, blah, blah. She just WhatsApped me and said, basically was just asking how you were. And so I just replied. I've got no idea how she got my number.
So they randomly got your number.
Yeah, it's like these random people texting me. So obviously I replied to her and said that you're okay and that, and how obviously the world still has lovely people.
Yeah,
there's so much negativity
really
in the world, but
it's
just
really
great.
It was really, really good, wasn't it? I really felt cared for. I felt loved, and it was really nice. I mean, I remember coming round, and the first thing I was calling out for you.
Oh.
I was calling out for you, and the next thing I was calling out for my boss, because I was thinking, I've got to get to work. I've got to get Simon. I need to get there for him. But everybody was really kind. They did an ECG. What basically happened, my sugars were fine, my heart was fine, everything was fine. They said basically what happened, I was on a very packed train, and when you stand up for any length of time and you don't move your legs, the blood circulation doesn't flow and the oxygen doesn't get to your brain. And they say that it happens on average twice a week. And they said the places where they get called out are Blackfriars Station, which is where I was, and also Liverpool Street station as well. So I am fine.
It's funny, when I came out to meet you, they were making announcements of all the trains being late due to a passenger being taken ill earlier.
I was that passenger, so at least you know now if that actually happens and you hear that on the station, it generally is. It's and you know, I can't fault the British Transport Police that came to my rescue, the London Ambulance Service that came along, and also those on Thameslink, and all the staff at Blackfriars Station were absolutely amazing, and the general public were fantastic. So as far as I can understand it, that it wasn't anything to do with the fact that I'd lost weight. We know now that I've lost 36 pounds, and actually in just over 6 months, that is. So that's not it's not a fast rate. It's a sustainable low rate, so that it's actually got nothing to do with my diet. It was just the fact that it was very heated and I didn't feel too good anyway. So I went home, went to sleep, and then I was working the next day. Although I was working from home, I was working. But yeah, that's what happened.
I think a lot of people have panic attacks on trains.
Yeah, it's
quite a common thing. Yeah, I know it was obviously it was a bit more than that, but a lot of people, it tends to make them a little bit unwell.
So then the week before, which I didn't end up going to group because that was that evening. I didn't go. I could have gone to another group, but I just didn't want to. Because the only group I could get to would have been Friday, and then I would have been weighing in on the Monday just gone. So it just wouldn't have worked. So yeah, £3.5 with that was a week out. So I'd actually covered over that £0.5, and
well
probably
done.
but it's probably about another £1.5-2 again. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased with the weight loss. However, something else happened. So I have hit the mark, and I have got my 2.5 stone award. Can you see?
Well done, dear.
There we go. Look, see, I put them in my little folder, and you get little shiny sticker as well. So I was really pleased with that. So yes, but I don't know. Last week, even though I got it, I didn't really make a big massive song and dance about it, did I? But
how much do you want to actually lose?
I want to get
down to what your BMI should be.
Well, I'm at the top end of my BMI, so I'm going to get into the middle, which is £143.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we've covered that, haven't we? We did that in the last video.
We did it. We do it every video. That 143. So literally, I'm at what am I now? I'm 11.10. So I think I've just over a stone and a half, just under a stone and a half to get to target, which hopefully, I don't know if I'll get that by Easter, probably not. But I was on a countdown before, so I lost a week, which, do you know what I'm fine about? That doesn't really bother me, because you have to pay if you don't go still, which is fine.
We also, sorry to interrupt, we went to a funeral on Friday, and there was a lady there that hadn't seen you for ages, and she couldn't believe how much weight you'd lost. She was like,
"It was me."
Wow. So that's what, when you don't see someone for some time.
Well, I haven't seen her since the whole time I've done Slimming World.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go.
So actually, I was talking. I went up to her, didn't I? And she said.
That's the first thing she said.
She ignored me a couple of times.
I don't think she recognised you.
She said she didn't recognise me. So she said, "My gosh, she got so skinny. Plus, my hair was curly. I'm doing the curly girl method. If anybody's interested, I've stopped using the straightening irons, and I've gone back to this is my natural wavy hair, but I'm actually doing the curly girl method. So my hair was actually quite curly, wasn't it? And
that means I can use the straighteners more.
You do anyway.
Although my hair's a lot straighter, but yeah.
But you must remember to turn them off.
I do.
And put them
and
away.
I unplug them. I'm good.
They're all on the side.
Yeah, but they're unplugged. They're unplugged.
Domestic.
Usually it's you. Don't start me off, dear. Seriously. I'll just sit quietly and behave myself.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the story of the weight loss journey over the past 2 weeks. So that's where we are. That's why you haven't seen us. So we've had 2 weeks. So we did the Valentine's. We did do Valentine's Day one. Yeah. That was the last one that we did. But you all asked for him to come back, so he came back, and here she is. So this week, what is it? It's International Women's Day today. So we're going to talk about inspirational women that mean a lot to us. We're going to also talk about mental health, because that was the whole thing that I was going through when even putting on 1/2 pound, how it really messed up with my head, didn't it? It was,
it did get you down for a little bit.
Yeah, and I do suffer from a little bit of anxiety and I
think we all suffer from anxiety.
Moodiness.
Yeah.
So we're going to talk a bit about that, because we want to keep it real, because it is a journey. We go up and down, and I know that this time of year especially, it's, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Are you at the moment with the weather?
Although I actually cut a lawn today
in the rain.
I just about did it. Not the first one I've done. I did actually cut a lawn in January when it was reasonably okay, but yeah, I've been at work today and it's Sunday today just because I'm so busy. But spring is in the air, definitely. Oh God, yeah.
Well, I need a spring in my step, because I need to get out and do some exercise.
Yeah,
I really do. I feel
we need to do another canal walk.
That would be good, and perhaps we'll do another one at the Highgate.
Oh yeah, the cemetery that we spoke about last.
Anyone wants to come with us if you're in London or within the home counties, and you fancy going to do one of the,
we'll take you to the Highgate one
of the cemeteries. You come join us on a walk, and then we'll go up, and we'll walk up the canal back to Camden.
Absolutely.
Wagamamas.
Yeah.
Bit of wagamamas. So anyway, so we're going to talk about that in a minute, about just about that. Other things we've got to do this week. We're going to talk about some of the bits in the Slimming world, what's going on. Got some vouchers, and also we have got the winner for the competition. So we'll draw that later. We've actually done it on the random. What's it, generator, isn't it, that thing on there, and we pressed the button and it did it, and the lady came up. It is a lady who has won for International Women's Day, and let's just tell you what you've won. We're going to draw at the end, but look, I went to Hobbycraft and I got both of them because I wasn't too sure what one you were going to have. So I've got the little one, the little coffin pan, the Freddo coffin one, and this was the heart one, because I thought, as it's International Women's Day that we're drawing it out, you can have two. So there's the two little pans. These are for the baked oats that I use. We had that one, didn't we? We did use that one.
We've got two of those.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
they're in the dishwasher now.
We used to
try it sometime.
We had these, didn't we, the other day?
We did, yeah.
You liked it, didn't you?
So much that I cleaned them.
There we go.
Well, the dishwasher has.
So yes, there's that. There is the Slimming World A to Z book, purchased by myself. See, it's got my name on it because I bought it. This is for the winner. So I've got my own version, but this is the winner's version. There's lots of nice food in there. There is the suspect one. Do you know what the suspect one is?
Suspect one?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What, the suspect dish?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Why is it suspect?
Because it was it's a spaghetti pie. I thought it was a bit bizarre. I know, it's in here somewhere.
Well, that looks good. Sorry.
Yeah, we digress. And then also a copy of this month's Slimming World magazine. New one comes out very shortly. So this is the previous one for March, April. So yes, so we're going to draw that later, but we're going to first of all tell you what's around in the world of Slimming World this week. If you want to join Slimming World, if you've never joined Slimming World before, it costs $9.99 to join. £15 online, and then you have to pay your £5 for your first day. But if you get this week's Women's Weekly, and I didn't get a copy of the magazine this week, it's because I didn't.
And I was waiting for you to wave it up there, dear.
Well, I was going to get it today, but it was pouring with rain when I came out of church, and I thought
you should have asked me, although I didn't.
No,
stop
you didn't stop, did you?
Yeah.
So I didn't get it. So, but it is Women's Weekly. There is a voucher in there, and if you get the voucher, you can get $9.99 off of your
Is it membership?
Fee, your membership fee,
Yeah.
The membership fee. Or if you're online, you get free membership online, which is £15. So definitely get that if you want to join. If you go to your Slimming World group, I got one of these. Actually, I was given another one because somebody else didn't want it. This is a voucher, and this is, you get this actually in your meeting. Can you see? Because it's the ring light's a bit
And we need to get
shiny.
a new light.
So yeah, this is a voucher for the Slimming World free food lunch bowls in Iceland, and you can get 2 for £4 or €5, and they're normally £2.50 each. Now I can see this now. Let's have a look. So the ones that they've got is the Moroccan style couscous. There's a coronation chicken, which apparently is really nice because Amy said she had that. I haven't been able to get these. Did they have them the other day?
I had a couple.
Yeah. The burrito one I want to try. That was the one that I couldn't see what it was. It's a naked burrito. There's a, still can't read this, you know. There's a charcoal grill style meatball pasta, and then there's a.
Do you want me to try and read?
Yeah, I think it's a pasta. Honestly, I'm getting old. That's what it is.
Right, so we have. Oh my God, that is small.
It is small, isn't it?
That is really small.
Anyway, they're lunch boxes, and apparently what you can do with them is you can put them directly in the microwave, or you can actually defrost them, and so it doesn't matter if you stick them in your bag and they get a bit defrosted.
So, sorry, there's mushroom risotto.
Mushroom risotto, very good.
And there is naked beef burrito. God, that is so small, that writing. It's Slimming World, you need to put bigger text on there, seriously.
So this is editing Leanne here now. In the future, if you are to turn over, the descriptions are on the other side of the voucher. So we have naked beef burrito, Moroccan style couscous, pasta bolognese, coronation chicken, mushroom risotto, and chorizo style meatball pasta. Honestly, so profesh. So profesh.
Seriously, even with reading glasses on. And then we've got
Moroccan couscous,
pasta bolognese,
there's a
and
meatball pasta,
Chinese style something pasta, meatball pasta.
I thought that was char grilled style.
No, it says meatball.
Yeah.
And then we've got coronation chicken, and the last one is Moroccan style couscous, which you can't eat because you just blow up like a balloon.
I do, yes. Perhaps if I had that, then people will give me a seat on the train because they'll think I'm pregnant. So anyway.
You're just full of wind, love.
See, this is why you're such a distraction. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I'm just, for the duration of the video, I'll just sit quietly and behave myself like a little mouse in the corner.
You do that, love. Know your place. Right. So, that's about
Know my place. I just realised what you said. So my chair is squeaking, which is distracting me. Know my place. Oh my God. I have to watch my tongue here because I'm on camera.
You love every moment of it.
Oh dear me. Don't
this.
get me started.
We are
Don't get me
giving the
started.
public what they want. Okay, right. So, stop it now. Let's concentrate. Focus.
Right, seriously.
So profesh. Right. One thing that we were told that there was there's another new product that's come out recently, and I don't know for how long it's been out or been around because we don't go to Tesco, but Tesco have changed their basics range, and in the same way Sainsbury's have changed their basics range, haven't they? They call theirs Hubbard, and I don't know what Tesco's are calling theirs, but they've got a bread called Neville's bread, and that, if you get the brown bread, 2 slices of that is now your healthy extra B, which means you can have toast and Marmite for breakfast if you so wish. I'm choosing not to have bread because again it will trigger me off and I'll eat the whole lot of it, so I'm not going to do that. But try that one out because I'll put a picture up. I don't know where we're going because there's 2 of us. I don't know where to stick the bits at the end of the edit. I think I might stick it up here actually. Right. So anyway. Get your Neville bread because if you like some bread and you want a healthy extra B, and it's 2 slices of bread for your healthy extra B. Another voucher discount or freebie that you get in Iceland that we've had this week is if you get the Iceland meals, of which we quite like them, don't we? We get them quite
You
a lot.
also you get those when you buy like 3 of those meals. You get a free.
Yeah.
Is that different from the voucher?
No, this is what we're talking about.
All right, sorry. I'll be quiet. Yeah, because I got those greeny vegetable things.
Yes.
Yeah,
Tell
sorry.
everyone about it.
No, go on, you go.
You didn't like them though, did you? Because what did they do to me?
What did they do to you?
Yeah.
What, apart from give you gas?
No, it wasn't.
I don't know, what did they do?
Really
They gave you garlic breath.
Yeah,
oh
really
God,
bad.
yeah. Next day it was like.
really, it's adverse.
That's
to
because
garlic.
I must be a vampire. Seriously.
I think you are.
Yeah.
Your soul is so dark.
What is my phrase? The darkness is my light.
Darkness is your light. You see,
there you
that's
go.
it. We are the yin and the yang.
Yeah, we are.
We
Seriously.
know this. So if you actually buy the 3 of the meals at the moment, the new side dishes that they've got, which actually I think are quite expensive for what they are, they come free with it. And I actually really like the stir fry greens. I think that is actually a really nice dish, although I think it's a bit expensive for what it is, and I would definitely make it myself. When I'm having it free, I'll just take it. And the other one that we had this week was the Mediterranean vegetables. And that's the only 2 I've seen in our Iceland. I haven't seen. There's another one, but I haven't seen that.
There's one I went off of, and it was the vegetable biryani, and now I love it again.
That's not a side dish.
No, it just reminded me. I know, but it's just another Slimming World dish that
You like listening?
It was really dry, but now I'm kind of like I'm back on it again.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. It's just some
That's
random.
I don't like the biryani one. I don't. It's too. I find it a bit dry.
Yeah, it's
Right.
all right.
So they are still up for grabs. And one other little thing that I have been eating this week, which I was going to share, but I did Sunday school today, and I took them as snacks for the children. And the lady that actually did Sunday school with me, she's also on Slimming World, and she didn't realise that they were Slimming World friendly. And she said, "Oh, I really love those, and I used to have them for the kids when they were little." She said, "And I would really love them." So I gave them to her, and that is the Fox's Party Rings Minis. So a little bag like your ice gems. You know how I like the ice gems. Ice gems are 4.5. The Party Rings in a little bag. So you get a bag in Sainsbury's. I found these.
You should have brought a bag up. Or is there none left?
Did you just listen to what I said?
Sorry, I'm just like going off on a tangent.
I gave them away.
Oh, all of them?
No, just one bag. That was the last bag that went at Sunday school today. So anyway, I don't have them to hand. I will bring some next week because someone will get me some.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll get you some tomorrow.
Thanks,
Yeah.
love.
Yes, love. I'll get you some tomorrow.
So anyway, their party rings are 4 sins, and they are absolutely gorge. Absolutely gorge. Love them so much. So we now got party rings, ice gems, and also the little gingerbread, the McVitie's mini gingerbread men. But they're 6 sins, so I haven't actually tried them yet. I've had them once before, but I do like a gingerbread man, so I'm just going to sort of keep them there for when I have a 6 sin day.
You can eat all of those because I don't like them.
And that's probably another reason why I had them, because I noticed that my little bar stash had gone down.
Yeah. Freddos and the thin bars.
Yeah, my little bars.
Yeah, I have to eat 2 of them. I can't eat one. I have to double them up.
And we need to talk about your portion control, don't we? You're on the Slimming World. Weigh in.
Okay, right. So I'm going along. Obviously, I'm in the video, and I'm helping you promote it, which is great. You know, I'm there. I'm the sidekick, and yeah. But it's a great way to live. But personally, I have slipped a little bit lately, and I've been eating a bit too much chocolate. As in, okay, I eat the high 5 bars, but I just can't eat one, and then I eat chocolate. As in the thin Cadbury's bars and Freddos.
See, I don't like hi-fi bars, but once a month I buy them. And last month I bought 10 boxes. And have I had any of them?
But then you say you don't like them.
No, I don't like them. So but how many?
Actually, I've done reasonably well. There's still quite a few boxes down there.
Are there? How many?
Oh, there's at least
2.
No, seriously, there's like 5 boxes in the kitchen up against.
Is there?
Yeah.
I'm going to check.
You
later.
better check.
Should we do a competition and find
I
out?
thought you
next
liked the
week?
honeycomb one.
Yeah,
No, you really don't like them, do you? You like the other things that you was just talking about, the party rings.
Yeah, I like the party rings.
Which I loathe.
Good.
Yeah, you can eat them.
Oh, it's gone dark. There we go. So anyway, we are digressing so much. I love having you on here.
Waffle, dear. I'm such a waffling distraction.
We're going to have so many dislikes. If we have dislikes next week, you're not.
They're probably turned to skeletons by now with boredom, just sitting there covered in cobwebs.
Oh dear. So that is it for all of the bits that we're doing for this week. So we're going to talk about a topic now. It is International Women's Day today, and we've had a lot of people that have been a little bit busy on the Instagrams, which I know we've seen. I think it was Trudy. She put up a nice post and she tagged me in it as one of her ladies on YouTube, Slimming World ladies that she follows, which is really nice. And it's about lifting women up and supporting women and just sharing about sisterhood and actually being inspiring. Now, one of the things that I think that is obviously I've worked in D&I for several years, and I think that actually men are pretty good now. They're getting about the gender gaps and gender equality, and they're actually, and we've got quite a lot of male allies, especially at work. We've got our chair of our gender network. There is a male and there's a female, and our the man who's the chair is really good at being an ally and an advocate for women, especially for his daughters. And I think that men that have daughters, it's really important for them to be an ally and an advocate, and they see it more because they want a better world for their daughters as they go into the big wide world. And I think that's really important. And the other thing that I think is even more so, and I think that we'll find it, is about not conforming. So even if you are someone that makes it in the corporate world, or even wherever you are as a woman, it's really important as a woman to empower other women, because how many times have we seen it where women get into certain positions or they get above their station, and it's quite easy, because it's easier to tear people down than it is to raise them up. So for me, I think that one of the things about International Women's Day is about raising up the profile of women and raising up our friends and our sisters, and making sure that we are doing that, raising them up and not tearing them down. So I want to thank all of the women on Slimming World on YouTube that have really supported me, and I think that I can think of many women that I watch every single night. There we've got somebody on, don't we?
There's a few that spring to my mind, but I don't really know their names, but I know their faces.
Debbie.
Yeah.
Debbie from Debbie's World. I love Debbie. Debbie, I absolutely love you, and I think that, you know, she was talking, she actually did a vlog today, and she's talking about not being able to speak in front of the camera, and was saying that she thought that her life was just a bit boring and mundane. I don't think that at all. I think, for me, Debbie, I find you so inspirational, and the reason I find you inspirational is, yes, you've done really, really well on your Slimming World journey, but the mere fact is that you keep it real, that you make it work for you, that you eat real food, and you're not afraid to say it, and you're not afraid to share how you're doing, and I find that, and that's what I really like. The YouTubers that I find that really do it well for me are those that are very honest with their struggles, and I like Kate for that as well. And
that's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, Kate.
And the other lady, Tracy Mouse.
Tracy Mouse.
Yeah,
Tracy. You know, I love watching you. And I don't always get to comment because we watch it on our TV downstairs. In fact, we hardly watch TV, do we?
We just watch, because we have Apple TV.
Yeah, so we watch YouTube all the time. So we don't watch terrestrial. We tend to watch. So you are our nightly soaps. We love it. You're a bit of reality TV. We get to see the Budget Slimmers as well. We love them. You know, there's so many women that and it is mainly women. I mean, we've got the two Simburies now, so we've got the guys, and we used to have Patrick, but he's not around anymore. But it's really nice just to see women talking about their struggles and and being real with it, because it is a struggle. And then when you get a day like I had, where even £0.5, although it was £0.5 I put on, but
it plays on your mind,
it
drags you
really
down.
did.
It makes you anxious, and low in
and
several
do
ways.
you know what? I really, do you know, that I came out of it. You knew I felt.
Yeah, I could
really
see it in
bad.
you. I could see it in your face.
And I got.
It was really niggling you.
It did.
It really got you down.
It really did. And I came out and I'm thinking, oh no. And
because every week you've usually been
yeah.
You've done well, as
I
in
have
like
put on half a pound once before when we went to Manchester that time. I put on half a pound, but again that really niggled me because I'd been good. And this is the thing, because I know I keep to the program and I'm not changing it. I'm just doing it and food optimizing. When you do get that slight variation or you don't do as good, it does get you in your head and you think.
But just keep at it and focus.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You do have down days and you do have positive days.
Yeah, and I think this time of year I find it especially difficult because I'm all right with January. I know you don't like January. You prefer it when January's over. I don't mind January. February and March time, I find they're the times that I find it really difficult. What I like to do is I like to split my year into quarters because obviously financially and in the corporate world we do that. So by the time I think March is over and we get to the beginning of the financial year and you've got your ISA to start up again, and that's when I start getting into that's like my beginning of my new year. And I'm thinking about all of the things that we're doing. But I remember something that I got really excited about was I got the pack, didn't I, for mine? I got my T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
So
when we do the walk.
Yeah, so we're doing the walk. We're going to go up the mountain. We're going to go with Debbie. So hopefully we'll do a little blog together. I don't know if I can do. She did it last year, all the way up the mountain. She vlogged, didn't she? I am a bit nervous.
Are you?
I am. Do you know somebody? And this is a lady at work. She was telling me about going up. She did Snowdon, and it was foggy, and they got a bit lost up there.
I think you can either get really good weather or really bad weather.
I don't know. I'm excited about it, but I want to do it right. As I told you, I am going to get hiking boots. I think
you just need to wear whatever's comfortable.
Yeah, but I don't.
And sensible.
Yeah, no Malona Blahniks or whatever. Going up there.
4-inch stilettos.
No,
of course not. No.
But yeah, we got that pack came through, so we're doing that for mine. So and it'll be really great to meet Debbie, to finally meet her as well, and also Amy's going as well. So that's some women, and obviously we'll be able to support each other and share each other's stories physically. So I really encourage you to go out and to look around in the world of the YouTubes and try and find some new people. I think there's Tanya, I've been watching her recently as well, and I really like her videos. There's quite a few, isn't there, out there? It is all women. It is all women. Yeah. Well, the Simba is.
Okay.
There's you as well now.
Yeah, of course. There's me. There's always me, dear.
With you.
I was thinking of the Skinnies, but they're not Slimming World, are they?
No, they're Weight Watchers in the States.
Yeah.
But we have got quite a few people that watch us in the States, and you can do Slimming World, although there's not the meetings over there. You can do it internationally. So do have a go and do.
It's good to encourage each other.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
As somebody who is gender fluid, how do you feel about International Women's Day? Did you know it was
I must confess, because I've been at work today, I did not know until I got home, and I think you messaged me earlier. So yeah, absolutely, I feel great about it, considering I live as both a man and a woman. So yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So who is your inspiration? I know I put my inspiration of my lady that I absolutely admire, Mary Tyler Moore. I know you.
I probably personally.
Yeah.
Can they be obviously fictional? I like strong, powerful warrior women. Like
Xena Warrior Princess.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I know it sounds a bit, but character I love Morticia Adams.
Yeah.
I love Sarah Connor from the Terminator films. Yeah. She's a very strong, feisty warrior. I kind of model myself on her because I'm masculine and feminine at the same time. So it's like she is definitely a good. So I know it's a fictional character, but she's
quite strong feminist roles actually. Yeah. And I think that's quite good to have that.
Queen Boudica, the Celtic warrior princess.
Is that a fictional character?
Well, Prince Up. Yeah.
So-
No, she's a real character
she?
from history. Yeah, she basically helped fight the Romans.
Gonna have to look
So
her
yeah,
up.
she's another strong warrior woman. So I aspire to a lot of strong warrior women. So yeah, you kind of like sprung it on me before we sat down here, and I was like racking my brain thinking, oh, who can I say inspires me?
Yeah.
And then obviously you're talking about people in the Slimming World community. But yeah, Queen Boudica and Sarah Connor from Terminator films. There you go.
That's nice. That the new film's out, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not
to
seen
borrow
it, so
on.
I want
You
to
have
see it.
have
Looks
to watch
good.
that.
Yeah.
So that is, who is your inspirational woman, and who are you going to lift up? I mean, obviously we think of our mums as well, but we've also got Mother's Day coming up on the 22nd.
I know, and I cancelled my trip to Norwich for the mother who will be watching this, the mother-in-law. I was going to go to Norwich to see a band, but I'm not now, so we're going now.
We're going to go.
I'm doing the right thing, mother.
And we're going to, which one are we going to?
The Greenwich
The
one.
Greenwich one. Because what happened last year?
Yeah, I went to the wrong one. I went to the the Blackheath one. But I made it to the Greenwich one within 10 minutes walking. I literally, and I was there. So there you go.
Very good. Lots of.
But I will be there. Yeah, I will be there.
Be there, be square, because for your onion soup.
I'll be
Because
there,
we are
don't
going
worry.
to Cafe Rouge. Anyway.
Waffle,
That
waffle.
is
from
it.
me.
Waffle, waffle. We have now. Are you pleased that Mr. Rivett is here, or is he too much of a distraction from taking us away from the world of Slimming World? Before we go, we are going to show review now. So we're going to change the screen to the random selector
Oh, yeah,
for
okay.
the lady who has won. Congratulations. We're going to do this live now. Well, actually, it's not live, is it? It's pre-recorded.
Of course it
So
is.
the pre-recorded, this is we pressed the button on it. So we pressed the start button, and here we go. The lady that won, drum roll please, is Hayley, and I can't remember her surname.
Oh, that's good, isn't it? You can't remember her surname. God, talk about do your preparation. So
That
just
is
some random
Hayley.
Hayley.
It's Hayley. So no, she will see it on the screen.
Oh, okay. There you go.
That's fine. There we go, Hayley. Congratulations.
Well done.
You have won the Slimming World A to Z book.
Minus the Leanne label on the front
No,
cover.
keep it on there. That's a nice little. That's my.
It's a nice
that's
little touch.
Amy's handwriting there, and then you've got what have we got? We've got the mini loaf pans. We have got the 2 mini heart cake pans. They came from Hobbycraft in Cholton, and the Slimming World magazine. So if you drop me a DM, direct message into the Instagram or on Facebook, if you go to the Facebook group, follow us on the Facebook group, the Rivetts on the Facebook group, and one of us will talk to you on there, or follow us both on the Instagrams. I am Leanne J. Rivett, and you are
I'm Privet Bush Paula.
on the Instagrams. Like, comment and subscribe, and we will see less of you
Next week.